To everybody who are watch me right now. You see it? Can watch you now. And a time for you to try pretty up things and try cover up things now, man. You see it? A time for talk up things and how them figure talk up. You understand? We've been in this for way too long, you know, man. You understand? We've been in this for far too long. You see it? How much longer we can hang on? Here? Yes. So I'm just going to basically speak to the people who are in charge of these things. That's how I can put it. You see, the real reason that these Rastafarian kids have been denied admission into Achimota is based off of somebody's personal interest. You understand? All these headmasters and headmistresses is based off of them personal interest. You understand? Personal belief and things. If a headmaster or head teacher feels, say, oh, this is what I want to be done in my school, it becomes the law. Even if it contravenes the Constitution. That's one problem I have, a very big problem. We know you're the head teacher, but if something you bring out contravenes the Constitution, you would have to set aside yours. Right? How could you deny these two children to study at your facility based off of the fact that them is from Rasta background, right? And basically them are wear dreadlock. It don't make no sense, you know. This doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Don't you take kids from America and Europe? When they come, don't they come with their long hairs down from their home countries? Are the students in your school any less than those Europeans and Asians and Americans? Are they any less? The answer is they are not. These Ghanaian children are taxpayers, right? They pay taxes. Their parents pay taxes. And to add on that, they are citizens of your country, right? So how come you give foreigners preferential treatment as compared to your local students? Is it because you hate yourselves as black people? It's very sad that some of these head teachers, I mean like these female ones who try to prove difficult, are even the ones who put on a Brazilian hair and Peruvian hair and them bumper clotting there. It don't make no sense. You put on Brazilian hair, Peruvian hair, and all them thing there, and you are trying to prevent a boy or boys who are put on natural dreadlock. They are prevent them from them own studies. I want to the people, them, man. What sense is in this? And you see, there's a large portion of the Ghanaian public that supports the school's decision not to admit these kids. And basically, when you observe the way they make their statements, it's like they are speaking from, should I say, a religious point of view. Whenever there's an issue like this, they state that, oh, it's not part of our culture. It's not part of your culture. But here's a question for you, man. Islam and Christianity, are they part of your culture? Answer that, man. Are they part of your culture? That is the problem with the modern day Ghanaian. Or should I say the African? Because they feel like anything un-Islamic or non-Christian is devilish or is evil, so to speak. Why must it happen like this? Why must it come down to this? So I am telling the people the rules and regulations, as they prefer to call them in schools, are not proper rules and regulations if they don't subserve to the supreme constitution of this country. Right? Yes, if there is any law, any regulation anywhere within Ghana, and that the law or regulation is not subservient to that of the constitution, that law there has no legal essence. Right? And truth be told, it's just their likes and dislikes. The likes and dislikes of the various headmasters and headmistresses. That's all. Nothing more. That's just it. So if they don't like something, it becomes abominable. If they like something, it becomes laudable. Why don't we set up standards? You see, sometimes I feel like these school people have too much power. You give them too much powers that they can do whatever they want. That basically they can even decide people's destinies. You send a girl child home, you deny them writing an examination just because they are pregnant. You sack a boy home just because his hair is bushy. What's this mentality coming from? Where is it coming from? Where this is coming from? You see, it looks like the chains from the old days of the colonial imperialists and all them people still in our head, man. Me I tell you that. I'm not take back them talk here. That is the truth, nah, man. I'm not apologize to nobody. You understand? Me just talk what things them for talk them up. We are being too hypocritical with this situation, and that's not the way to go. If that's the case, why don't you ban Muslim students from wearing hijab on campus? Why don't you ban all morning devotion services, all church service and worship service, everything forget banned, right? All mosque, all church, all synagogue, you break them down, wipe out everything. So we know that when you're going to school, you're going to school for academic purpose, right? So we know that when the Rastafarian kid is coming to school, you have to scrape up the hair before him come to school. You see, basically we're tired now, man. We just tired of this system. It's by law that you can deny a child of education based off of them religion, right? Or religious practice. And that's basically what Achimota is doing. Why should they be doing that? Why should they be allowed to do that? And I think, GS is succumbing to some influence, undue influence from the public. That's what I think, or wherever it may be coming from. But all I know is that it's not fair. It's not fair to look down on your own people. It's very bad. It's never a good look. I remember sometimes in the years then back, there was a time, even in certain schools, you can't speak vernacular in school. You would be made to pay a spot fine. You would be made to pay a spot fine when caught speaking vernacular. Hey, Asemo. Why? A dialect I was taught at home and brought to school in my home country. In my home country, You tell me I can't speak my own language in my own country. Come on, this slavery has gone so deep. Our enslavement has gone so deep that it will take hundreds of years to come after this man. It's very bad. It's never a good look, and I don't support it either. You understand? It is a real ornament of embarrassment. Yes, it's a real embarrassment. The people come try to throw it away. I tell you that, man. Real embarrassment.